on the Entrepreneur this week.
We have one doll that represents the HIV kids in Kenya. That's Mimi Malaika. So seeing my kids connect with the dolls and seeing how much she can really relate to it, talk to it, share everything with it. I just thought of the HIV-infected kids. And I thought those kids need friends, you know? They need someone they can talk to about their feeling.
Then in the second half,
when you're finished cooking, you don't have to turn your Jiko upside down and shake it with the ash coming everywhere. You just take the ashtray out, go outside, dump it out. And so we're focused on making people's experiences more comfortable, better, easier.
In 1959, Ruth Handler created the Barbie doll. She was inspired by her young daughter's fascination with teenage life and love for fashion dolls. Her daughter's name was Barbara. She would lend her name to a doll that would become a fixture in many toy stores around the world. Due to the Caucasian features associated with the Barbie doll, most young girls in Africa have been unable to relate with the doll. It is with this in mind that Nancy Nkirote founded Mimi Dolls, a company that designs authentic African dolls.
Mimi Authentic was born out of a need to inspire little girls. I have a 4-year-old. The first time I bought her a doll, she called it Mimi. And for me, that was not like my baby. It had the blue eyes, silky blonde hair. So from then I realized that I needed to get a doll for my kid that she could connect with and really relate to the doll. And then I have my 8-year-old who I'm raising her abroad. So she has challenges living there and connecting herself to where she comes from. So with the dolls, these dolls have stories behind them. So like when I write the stories, then the kid also gets to read them and really understand about Africa and Kenya actually, where she really has her roots.
Nancy established Mimi Dolls in 2016. However, getting her company off the ground proved to be a huge challenge for the burgeoning entrepreneur.
The challenges I faced before having my doll and selling it out there, first of all, there's black dolls in the market. So it was really difficult for me to figure out what kind of a doll do I want and will people buy my doll when there is another doll out there that they can easily get. The other challenge was getting somebody to really do the kind of thing that I want, like the face and the clothes and everything, like getting someone to help me with that. But I finally found some ways. It's not final, but at least I can say that the challenges are not as many as they were in the beginning.
30-year-old Nancy is a mother to 3 children. Even though she does admit that Mimi Dolls started out as a hobby to keep her busy, this passion would soon transform into a fully fledged business venture.
Why I decided to be self-employed, because I live in Switzerland and I just moved there like, now it's 2 years. It's not easy to find a job there. And the other thing is that I'm a full-time mom. I need to keep myself busy. So actually it's not even like self-employment, it's like a hobby with a difference, let's say, a hobby with an intention to bring like a healing in the community. And the best place that I could do it is back home, where I see the need to motivate kids, you know, like to bring that, to create that awareness, cultural awareness, social awareness, and self-esteem.
Initially, Nancy was apprehensive about the kind of reaction that her dolls would generate. Her fears, though, were soon allayed by the response from one of her biggest fans, Nancy's daughter.
A reaction to Mimi doll, that actually motivated me to bring out more Mimi dolls, because they kind of attached to it actually. And my 4-year-old, she's Lily, she really treated it special. Like she was like, Mommy, this one looks like Jewel, this one looks like Mommy, and she wants to dress it, she wants to play with it. And for me, that was a connection that I wanted to see and feel. Then for the stories, my kids' friends came to play over to my place. And one of them was like, ah, Jewel, is this the doll that you were talking about? Is this Mimi Malaika? You know, like they already told their friends about the dolls, and they told them about the story behind one doll. So like that reaction and seeing other kids react to my dolls really motivated me to bring them here and to produce more for other kids.
Mimi Dolls currently has 4 types of figurines: Mimi Mudhaka, Mimi Naisiai, Mimi Chemarus, and Mimi Malaika. Chemarus is a girl from the Rift Valley. Naisiai, a Maasai, is an aspiring entrepreneur, and Mudhaka is a young girl growing in the city. While each doll has a unique story, it is Mimi Malaika's narrative that is truly unique.
And then we have one doll that represents the HIV kids in Kenya. That's Mimi Malaika. So seeing my kids connect with the dolls and seeing how much she can really relate to it, talk to it, share everything with it. I just thought of the HIV infected kids, and I thought those kids need friends, you know, they need someone they can talk to about their feeling, about what they feel inside without being criticized or being sidelined or being judged, because actually it's not their fault, some of them. So we are actually giving, we're not selling to those kids, we are giving the doll to the HIV infected kid.
Nancy's startup capital was approximately 1 million Kenya shillings. Dolls from the company range in price between 3,200 and 4,400 Kenya shillings. They are available at one outlet in Nairobi. Nevertheless, it has not been smooth sailing for the entrepreneur.
Right now, the biggest challenges I face is dealing with the tailors and finding the right tailor to do the work. Because I have one tailor, but they are so disappointing. So finding the right one to really make the job exactly the way I want it. Because here, a doll is a doll, you know. So if I bring the dress to the tailor, like, please can you make this for me? They feel like I'm wasting their time, you know. So finding someone to make the clothes for my dolls. And then the other thing is telling people, convincing people, letting people know that these are not just dolls. You know, like somebody wants to buy the doll, then they say, why are you selling it too expensive? I mean, I can just go in Nakumatt and get a doll, you know. I have to tell people that these are not just dolls. Like if you buy this doll, you are supporting someone to go to school. If you are buying this doll, you're buying a concept. You're buying, like, you're encouraging your kid, you know. This is not just something that you go and pick up from the supermarket.
In order to reach a wider target audience, Nancy uses social media, word of mouth, and exhibitions to market her dolls. She hopes to cash in on the estimated $84.1 billion worth of revenue that was spent on toys in 2015.
I find most Kenyans are on Facebook, and there's so many groups on Facebook. So if they're not in one group, then they will surely be in the other group. So I find I can reach many people at once, you know, using Facebook or using Instagram, then how I would go on the streets and really telling people about the dolls.
Nancy does admit that any entrepreneur should be prepared for both good and bad days. She is of the opinion that she is motivated to keep going by the positive feedback she receives from satisfied customers. The venture currently has 6 employees.
We plan on bringing the production locally so we can create more employment. We want to create employment for the kids, for people, I mean, and we also want to bring change in the community, socially, politically, having different kinds of mimis, like they all belong to different communities. So if someone buys a doll that is not from the community and that kid plays with that, we want to bring that thing like tribe, don't be divided by tribe, you know. And so that will bring like a peaceful coexistence, you know. So we plan on encouraging peaceful coexistence, and we also hope to support more kids in getting education or raising their self-esteem.
So what message of advice does Nancy Kirote have for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Don't just go into any business. Do something that you have passion for, because if you have passion for that thing, then it will also motivate you to keep going, because challenges are many. There's times that you feel like you don't want to give up, but if you have that passion, you will do it, and you will do it like with all your strength. So you will give it your all if it's your passion. The other thing is that don't mind about capital. It's always good to start small. You don't have to start big. Just start from where you are. Like that step, that one step matters a lot.
Don't go away. The Entrepreneur will be right back.